Good day, traders. This is Rich with binaryoptiontrading.com coming live with some price action on the binary markets. Currently 9:16 a.m. and I'm getting in a trade pretty early here on this 9:30 expiry before the U.S. markets open. Pretty chaotic situation going on in the U.S. It's unfortunate. It's crazy. It's sad. And, we try to stay focused and try to stay positive on things. And this is just one of those cases where it's hard to believe what's happening in your back door. And, we just got to move forward. Obviously, we want to bring justice and respect those that are in a bad situation, but we don't want to get too involved with that. We like to keep moving forward. You know how we do it here at binaryoptiontrading.com. And if you have any questions or comments about it, I don't have anything to say, too much to say about it. If if this is something that's really bothering you, you should definitely talk to someone that will help you, no matter what it is, whether it's your job or anything else, if you start feeling sad or something. So that's just my little soft rant on the situation. It's sad, and I am definitely thinking about it, but I am going to move forward, and I'm going to look at this trade. And actually, by doing this little speech, I saved myself a few pips. I'm looking at a 5-minute chart here, and I'm actually going to get in right now. I'll show you in a second why. Price has been moving up all night. I mentioned on Twitter, 3042, here it is, hanging tough last night. Came down, and it's been climbing ever since. So it's climbed ever since. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a purple line at our entry right here. And we're past resistance 2. We almost touched resistance 3. This is 100 pips right here, stair-stepping climb. So if you're with the trend on pullbacks, you did pretty good. If you're taking put options, you did maybe okay. Safest trades. Let's go check out this. Okay, so that's 1.31214, and it's currently at 1.31223. There's some thunder in the background if you guys do hear that, so don't worry so much about that. And we're just watching this thing closely on a pretty weird day. Gotta stay focused, gotta stay positive, gotta move forward, and hope for the best, of course. And now price is starting to go against us. But you can see this climb. Okay, you can see consolidation last night with pullback, and then the climb. And it just pushed through all of our purple lines all the way up. Did some dancing around each one. Whole number kind of came up, pulled back, went through it. Resistance 2. And now it's trying to go to resistance 3, and it's pulling back here. So we're pretty far. If it comes down to the 131 here, again, that's a good area for a call option. U.S. markets are looking a little stronger this morning. Gold got punished yesterday. I'm talking like $140 or like 10% or something like that. Something crazy. So there's a commodities change in the market. I think people are taking some profits. But then obviously with this whole bombing situation in Boston, things kind of accelerated. It usually happens that way. Usually when things are bad, they get worse. When the markets are bad, I don't know why it is. There's conspiracy theories about all that, but we are seeing a bounce in the U.S. markets this morning. Could fade though, so keep an eye on that. Anytime you have a big drop off, like we did yesterday, you kind of want to see a continuation of the drop off in the morning and then a bounce versus a bounce early and then it could fade off. So keep an eye on that if you're trading stocks or anything else. So I'm going to pause the video right now, and hopefully this trade can finish in our favor. Okay, guys, we're back here. We got about a minute to go, and we're on our final candle. You can see our price pretty much seesawed at the beginning out of our entry at 1.311 area, or I'm sorry, 1.3120 area, we'll call it. And in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, it's climbed up. Starting to pull back again. But we're currently up about 4 pips or so. So this should be a solid winner on this pullback. You can see the nice pullback down to this area, and this was the reason why I took this trade over here. This 1 minute price action on a 5 minute looks a little bit more clear, and anytime you have an not old support, but if you see an area that was resistance becomes support. Obviously, if it got down to resistance 2, it would have been a more comfortable trade. But in this case, the euro is definitely showing some strength. And once this trade is complete, I'll look at the daily chart and show you what's happening there, because we are seeing a little bit more of a bounce since we hit the 127s on the euro. We're up about 400 or 500 pips from the lows back then. And, we just got to make sure we are sticking with the price action that's in front of us. So let's go check out the back, confirm the closure, and then we'll check out the chart in a little bit more detail. But we're seeing a nice move up right now. Okay, so here we are. We are looking at the Euro USD in at 13.18, which was 9.18 before the U.S. markets open at 1.31214, and it closed at 1.31258. So a good 4.5 pip winner here at Trade Rush. Definitely a solid trade, and I really liked it. So let's go check out the chart once again, and we'll close the trade up. Okay, so interesting price action. Once I paused the video earlier, we saw this move up, and now look at price dropping off pretty hard. U.S. markets are opening, causing some confliction, and now price is moving down to resistance too. So it was a good thing we got out of our trade when we did. I liked it before the U.S. markets open. I like to do that, and that makes things a lot easier when trading binary. So let's go check out the 5-minute chart, and we can look at a couple things. So actually, let's check out the daily chart here. A lot of lines, don't worry about them. They're just previous trades and whole numbers and things like that. So here was the high. Price kind of consolidated down here and finally hitting the 127s with a lot of wicks, and we're bouncing up. And today we hit some new highs of the last few months. 132 is really where we want to get to if the euro wants to break up to the north side, or it could come falling back down to the 127s. This will be a challenge, so we could see some whipsaw action. Be careful with your trading up here. Puts and calls are both in play, so just be aware of what could happen going forward. We're not really seeing we saw a steady move up, but now we're starting to consolidate for 5 or 6 days, so it could be interesting to see what happens over the rest of this week and next week. I'm going to close out the video right now. Make sure you guys are paying attention to your markets and charts before taking trades. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Check out the site. Make sure you guys are liking, Google Plusing, and tweeting, please. It really helps. One a day would be great. And if you guys would have any questions, again, you can leave them below. This is Rich with binaryoptiontrading.com. And this is Tuesday and the trade of the day.